Thank you, Mr. Speaker. February 1st brings the first day of Black History Month, and there are a lot of activities that are happening throughout the month, but I wanted to take a moment to share a piece of history that I hope will make everyone, if you didn't already know, very proud of one way that we have contributed here in Alaska and doing something pretty important. In 1942, when President Franklin Roosevelt just authorized the building of the Alaska Highway, the problem was there were not people to build it. Nearly all of the Army's engineer regiments were already assigned elsewhere for the war effort. So the War Department took the unusual step of deciding to employ regiments of African American engineers. When they added 3 African American regiments of engineers to the 4 white regiments, Colonel, later Brigadier General William Hoge assembled roughly 11,000 troops, about a third of them who were African American. What makes this story so important is that despite the segregation of the Army at the time, the Army was completely segregated at the time, so even though there were white and black troops working on this project, the black troops were given equipment that wasn't quite as good and materials to cold climate that most of them were not familiar with. Many of them had come to Alaska and Canada working through from the south. But they persevered and were able to get that important roadway, so important to us, especially today, built. And there's an important photo from October 25th, 1942 of an African American soldier and a white bulldozer driving soldier shaking hands, cementing the final link of the Alaska Highway. And what I think should make us all proud is this, while it was considered experimental at the time, is credited with what led to the desegregation of our military forces in 1948. And if you know about the diversity of our military forces today, they're one of the most diverse institutions in our country. So have a debt of gratitude to those African American soldiers who persevered and helped bring and build the Alaska Highway. There's a whole month of activities for Black History Month. Sadly, I don't have much information about what's happening in Juneau, but I do know of quite a few activities happening in the Anchorage area, and today there's a kickoff reception at Kids Kitchen. So if anyone's interested or wants information, let me know. We'll have this information for the month-long activities posted on my Facebook page, and would be happy to share it with anyone from the Anchorage area if you want to let your constituents know. And of interest for anyone who's going to be home the weekend of February 27th and 28th, which I think many Anchorage folks will because that's Anchorage Caucus, there is a Pray for Our Leaders. Reverend Pastor Alonzo Patterson of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church invites all to attend church, 11 a.m. worship service, followed by a reception, and it's a special worship service to pray for all of the elected leaders, including all of us, during this important month of celebrating Black history. So hope folks will take the time, if you're in Anchorage and able to attend, to be there. Thank you.